Also, another sign in the day of in the resurrection of humans. If we ponder upon this verse in the Quran, in chapter 54, verse 7, this translation, they will come forth with humbled eyes from graves, as if they were locusts spread abroad. So Allah is giving us a similitude of the resurrection of people of the day of judgment, that people, when they come out of their graves, they will be like scattered locusts. So if we ponder upon this, now here we have a picture showing a locust. The female locust, she places the eggs, she buries the eggs in the soil, like you are, the small piece of bone at the end of your spine is buried in the soil, the same thing. Now, very kind of interesting thing to note, that these eggs can stay 17 years within the soil and not coming out. 17 years. When the command of Allah comes, then the eggs, the cells within the eggs start to differentiate, increase in number, and the locusts, they come out, and people will be like scattered locusts, and spread abroad, locusts spread abroad. So we can see Allah is giving us in great details, in perfect details, how He will protect us on the Day of Judgment. And here, this 17 years opens another kind of avenue, is that some people might ask, okay, in our life, we have graves, and we have this small piece of bone, and water and rain comes down on the grave. So why don't people, they grow from the graves? Now the answer is from the Quran. In the Quran, Allah tells us that belongs to Him the creation and the command. So Allah distinguishes between these two. What's the creation? The creation is what we describe, the scientific mechanism, how Allah will resurrect us, step by step. What is the command? The command that in order for the resurrection to happen, the two must be there, the creation and the command, meaning the decree of Allah for that to happen. For example, Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, when his people, they throw him into the fire. Now the fire, it will burn objects. That's how Allah created it. Now, for the case of Ibrahim, Allah commanded the fire not to burn Ibrahim. So, as you can see, in order for something to happen as you know it, these two should combine. So in this life, we have the creation, we have the soil, we have the small piece of bone, we have the rain, we have everything. But the command of Allah is not there for people to grow from their graves. On the Day of Judgment, creation is there, the mechanism we described. Then the command of Allah will be there for this small piece of bone, the cells within it, to start to differentiate and divide, and to bring forth a human, for Allah to recreate our body. So I hope that answers that question. So as we saw, brothers and sisters, this is a great mercy of Allah. He's showing us these signs. We learn them from the Quran, such that people will be saved, and they will do actions that will bring them happiness in this life and the hereafter. So there is a resurrection, and you will be judged for your actions. Allah will recreate this body, and you will be judged. Either you enter heaven or enter hell. So this is the sign of the resurrection of the dead. It's a great sign indeed. This is the greatest sign in the Quran. And to know more details about this topic, please visit my website at www.quran-miracle.com. This is the website. And you can email me at zaidquran@gmail.com. And may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all.